You're listening to Wing It by Flick Productions. This episode is sponsored by Dollar Shave Club.
And the blind mouse.
Yeah. Gotta be honest, like, I don't like it when you change your name and picture. I always see you as Flick and that picture of the ant where he looks like he has mental problems.
What about Slanky Dog?
No, I didn't like that either. And when you were Croc, that was disturbing too. You look like a molester.
Croc was a pretty short phase.
I like Croc. Croc
That's
wasn't
because that's when you were renamed to, with the N-word. Are we allowed to say nigger on the podcast?
Well, you just said it.
Oh yeah, shit. Sorry. But again, like, I have to insist that you do a kind of official start.
Okay. Hello everybody. Welcome to the. Stop laughing.
Sorry.
All right, let's go again. I'm gonna count down. We're on the air. 3. Put maybe your mouth a little away from the microphone. It has a lot of gain, Flick. 3, 2, 1. Go. We'll try that again. Okay. So I say 3, 2, 1. Blizz says go, and then you talk. Okay. 3, 2, 1.
Go.
Okay.
Sorry, I'm drunk, by the way. Let's try again. 3, 2, 1.
Jesus, Flick.
You can do it. You do it.
Okay.
3, 2, 1.
Okay. Damn it, Flick. Okay, maybe I can do it. What is the name of this podcast? Is it Wing It?
Can you introduce it in Commander Chief?
It's a Flicks Life podcast.
A Flicks Life podcast.
A Flicks podcast.
Would you like to do it,
podcast?
A Flicks podcast.
Okay.
A podcast by Flick.
Everybody, welcome.
Well, not doing it now, Flick. I have to count down. Jesus.
Okay.
Yeah, it has to be like.
Hearing you laugh,
Alright.
I hope
Places, people, places, makeup, last minute makeup, and we're ready. Okay. 3, 2, 1.
Everybody, welcome to a Flicks podcast.
Sounds like a cow.
You were so
came
fucking
into the room.
close.
Well, how about Maria does it?
Sure.
I don't know if I want to do this.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to a Flick's Life podcast.
Yeah, please.
Okay.
Alright, is that usable?
Yes.
Okay, so edit this out, and then we go right ahead, and you just start talking, Flick. Go.
Okay. Hello guys. Welcome to the podcast.
Thank you.
Oh, thanks.
Hello.
Normally it's polite to introduce your guests, Flick.
My first guest is the hero of Halo, Aladar, played by jazZ.
Hello. Happy to be here. Okay.
Damn it.
What's so funny?
Who am I, Flick?
Ow.
Okay, I think we should start over.
I get it. Fucking jazZ gets the big ass trailer. We get the fucking doghouse outside.
Yeah.
Now he gets to go up first, and you don't even just fucking hell. Okay.
No, I think we should start over.
Okay. I'll start. Okay.
I'm pissed.
And my
Start
second
inviting us.
and
Again.
my
No.
my second
It needs
guest
to be
is the Polish woman, who's Sonia
You
Maria,
got third bill in Blizz. Ouch.
Hello.
and my third guest is the dead Commander Chief.
I'm dead and gay.
Flick,
Yes.
I think it'd be worth to mention he's also the executive producer.
And and the executive producer of the show.
Fine.
Alright.
And so yeah. By the way, this is spoilers. By the way, so watch oneself.
Okay.
We're gonna be discussing some stuff.
11 episodes. All 11 episodes.
Put like a warning thing. Spoilers for Ep 1 to 11 of oneself
Yeah.
Oh my
at
god.
the beginning,
Show.
because
Mm-hmm.
I don't want someone to watch the podcast and get spoiled for the show.
Of course not. That would be gay.
So Flick, please tell us about what you were doing when one self came to your mind.
Yeah.
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 Well,
Well, how
actually-
did you come up with it?
Well, you see, it was actually a detective story,
A
Mm-hmm.
detective
What?
Like-
story.
like
What was the
Doctor,
story?
like Doctor Who.
Oh, I'm glad you went in a different direction. But
Well,
what was it?
remember, you were there, Blizz. You were talking to me about it. Do you not remember?
I don't remember. That was a while ago.
Oof.
Well, Ree, who plays Booker Cold,
hmm
and you were like, "Oh my god, that sounds amazing. You should make a machinima."
Okay, yeah, it sounds like this.
Oh, yeah. Okay, I do vaguely remember this.
And
So
then,
basically, it's all thanks to Liz.
Well, as soon as I saw what you could do in who you were, and that you were really serious about making a show, I thought it would be a very big waste not to try to make it happen.
oh yes,
and,
you guys were like, it
Was
should
Ree the
be,
first guy cast? I don't remember.
yes, and you
Who
as
was
well.
jazZ cast? You remember jazz?
Don't know, but I wasn't the
Actually,
first.
I do have a fun fact. I was initially very hesitant to give jazz the role of Aladar.
Bitch.
Why?
Well,
Okay,
because
okay. Name me two people who could have played that role better, and I will withdraw that bitch.
well, here's the thing, Jazz.
I think Derelict got pretty close with his impression. I really enjoyed his
One, I didn't actually know what you sounded like at that point, and two, well, you know, we weren't exactly friends back then, Jazz.
That's true. But in my defense, like Aladar also doesn't sound like me, so
Aladar does not exist without.
Aladar doesn't sound like anyone. He sounds like someone who deep-throated a pack of cigarettes
jazz.
and played Modern Warfare exclusively as Captain Price. That's what he sounds like. That's what I do.
Was that
What you have to do for Aladar is you have to put yourself in the mind of a 30-something-year-old man who dedicated his life to moderating Halo, met his girlfriend there, became married to her. According to you, this is lore, by the way. They had sex once, and then they went back to playing split screen. You have to put yourself in that mindset. Then you have to smoke 20 Rothmans, down a bottle of scotch.
And then you can kind of like get into the mind of what it is to be the hero of Halo.
I love that voice.
That plus the voice is actually
So, like-
manipulated. It's I
Is he
pitch it.
supposed to be?
You
Is
pitch it.
I pitch it 6% down to make him sound a little more Chad.
Wait, you pitch
That's
it?
actually
One
that's
pitch it a little bit,
That's
yeah.
a one self.
If you listen to this, what's deep as Aladar normally is.
Wow, I did not know that.
I was wondering if you pitched yourself up a little bit on the song because the Aladar singing voice sounded a little higher.
That's
than
because the Aladar singing voice is just without the
the
pitch.
normal. Wow.
Yeah.
Whoa, really?
And the final verse or whatever climax is just. It was supposed to be a joke that he kind of breaks out of his smoking voice just for one verse, and then
It
he
came
kind of
off to me
proceeds
like
back
that.
to-
I thought it was funny. It was really well done.
And also comments on the fact that his accent somehow disappears.
I love the musical jazz, by the way. It's
I
actually,
think it was very good.
it's actually,
is so good.
it's actually legitimately sung very well.
Mm.
Unlike
So,
the Deal musical.
That's
Well, you
a
know,
little
like some
gay.
people can make machinimas, some can direct machinimas, and some people can sing, and that's how we work together. You know,
Yeah,
it's a process.
It's beautiful. What you did was beautiful, but.
Oh,
you're
Jazz, are
being-
you recording the podcast?
I'm trying to. Yeah.
I'm recording the podcast as well. Bliss, are you recording the podcast?
Very good.
No.
Okay. Well, I hope my audio's useful.
Well,
So, Flick, can you tell me what's the philosophy about this podcast? Why do you want to start a podcast? Why now?
yeah.
I just felt like.
Oh, okay. I mean, everything the human does, I guess, can kind of be boiled
Well-
down to that
well-
answer.
Well, it's
Cool.
like the H3 podcast, he started it because he got, you know.
Hey, Martin Luther King, why did you start marching and shit? I just felt like it.
Well, well,
I think it's a great idea.
exactly, because it's like, oh my god, I want to know what happened in this episode they're going to talk about it in the podcast.
Mm-hmm. I mean, you should really think about getting a microphone that doesn't sound like you're talking to it while it's shoved up the ass of a sheep or something. But other than that, it's a great thing.
So, jazz, what's so funny?
Nothing. It's just.
Flick, I have a question.
Well, I'm asking jazz a question first.
Oh, sorry.
I'm the
Sorry.
host.
I'm saying, what was your favorite Aladar scene in all 11 episodes? Why is that funny?
That's actually.
That's a tough one.
It's a normal question.
Yeah, I enjoyed doing the musical number, but the problem is that I've subsequently been called gay by every other cat member, so I can't pick that one.
No.
Well, they called me gay
It was
before,
very
so
straight.
it's fine.
Very well done. Very nice.
I think there was a scene where I sent you 2 versions of a line. No, I sent you a blooper, and this was one of the first times where you chose to incorporate the blooper instead of the actual line. And it's when Aladar starts violently coughing in the middle of his line. And you put that in, and that was my favorite scene. But that was because, aside from every other line, I didn't know that was going to happen. So it kind of took me by surprise.
Oh,
Was that foreshadowing for coronavirus?
Exactly.
Oh, I could, Blizz, I could, like, have the video of that scene playing while he's talking about it.
Wow. Are you gonna listen to this whole audio and actually go through it and cut it?
Well,
I think the exact line is, I don't want to go with this whammon. She'll probably screw the mission again and then just...
Jesus!
but what he didn't know was that he screwed the mission.
That's true. Because Sonya actually did everything right. She was actually smooth-talking Brock into joining the Forerunners with his Twitch army. But upon seeing Aladar, his old nemesis, well, not nemesis, he just used to bully him. He was like, this is actually, Brock was at the time that he was introduced, was one of my favorite characters, because I like the idea of the duality of man incorporated in his character, that he has this really offensive voice that Kirk does, which he does perfectly.
Brock, I wasn't fucking kidding.
Yeah.
Like, I think it would be a really interesting thing.
Oh.
And then he just switches to this perfectly civil guy. And then as soon as one of his guys comes on, he
Goes into the Brock boys again!
Oh my
Well,
god.
I love it.
Let's just say for episode 12, we'll see quite a lot of the Thundercock. Yes.
Yes.
That's my
I
tease
agree,
for episode
guys.
12.
Like, I think something I really like about Kirk's way of playing Brock Thundercock is that whenever I try to do the voice and I hear other people try to do the voice, they really, I don't want to say suck or struggle. I can hear them struggle, but Kirk can really like slide into it very easily, and you can hear it in his takes. Like he just goes, oh yeah.
There was a bit of background knowledge here. Recently, Kirkland's signature, who plays Brock, of course, he asked me for voice lessons because he wants to learn how to sing.
Oh.
And instead of trying to explain to him that giving someone singing lessons through Discord is fucking, I just said no. And then he tried to bargain. And one of the offers he made me was, jazZ, I'll teach you how to do the Brock voice, which was a very enticing proposal. But I ended up saying, I think it's fine.
Tell him to fly to his location and...
That's even worse, Maria.
Oh wait, no, that can't happen because like America is locked down right now.
Yeah, literally.
And also, I don't want to go to Kirk's house. But
What do you mean?
nothing against Kirk. I just don't want to. Sometimes I play when we play games. We use this site, and the site has a webcam function. And Kirk will sometimes accidentally turn on his webcam.
Oh
And that's the
god.
closest thing I've been to a heart attack one time. Just his face showed up on my screen, and never again. I like Kirkland, but I like him at a distance where there's like thousands of screens, and we talk through digital means. He knows this. He knows this. This isn't a secret.
All right.
So, Maria,
Yes.
what was your favorite Sonya scene?
Oh my god.
As a woman,
It's a really tough question.
Achieve the mission.
yeah, that has to be the best line.
I don't know. I misread so many lines and sometimes I just have trouble reading them. I start reading them and then I just can't complete the line because I don't understand what it's supposed to say.
I think Sonia sounds the way she does because Flick purposely uses bloopers almost every time it's available.
Yeah.
And it kind of is how she comes off. Because we do send Flick normal takes of Sonia, but he always uses the line.
It's really sad that if it turned out at the end of the show that she has some kind of brain damage, and that's why she sounds worse and worse.
Well, this is what I talked to Ari, the actress who played Luxon, and the way she voices Luxon, this actually gives a new depth to the character because she's not just a cliche villain. Because the way Ari voices her makes her seem hyper autistic, which is a really interesting trope for the character because we've seen all these villains who are like perfect and evil and intelligent, but this one just has rampant autism and says the most weird stuff ever. And I actually like that you have a villain with flaws. Great
Well, that
great
was
writing.
I was talking to
that was on
Meow.
purpose.
Meow played,
Totally on purpose, I know.
Is it Chu or Chow? I don't know.
It's Cho.
It's Choo Choo Chow, right?
how they
That's the full name.
record together, he and Ari, and he was telling me about the process they went through and how, considering what oneself is, I'm very pleased that the cast does so much good work for the show. I really think everyone puts in their best.
There was actually Lasersaurus, the person who, the actor who plays Bill Gates. He sent me, for episode, I think there is a confrontation between him and David Hopper. And at one point, his dialogue is pushed in the background because Booker speaks over him. But that dialogue is part of, and Max sent me this, a 3.5 minute long audio clip of him just doing the Bill Gates voice, yelling at David Hopper. And he doesn't stop. It's just one long rant of, you son of a bitch, David Hopper, I'll get you for this, you fucking son of a fucking you bitch ass, David Hopper, I'll fucking, David Hopper, I'll break you. And imagine that for 3.5 minutes. That's talent, and you can't buy that. Or teach it through Discord.
You are just like giving us so many fun facts about.
Well, we talk, Lasersaurus and I, we talk like our trailers are next to each other. So when we go out for catering and stuff, we tend to have a conversation.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
That. Maria, you never answered my question.
Oh God.
He fucking got you.
Well,
What's your favorite Sonya moment?
I just, my favorite Sonya moment is in the upcoming episode, and I can't spoil it.
Ooh.
That was my spoiler warning.
I liked in episode 11 when there was this really, really high stakes situation and Sonya still managed to like make light of it and she was like, come on Booker, we gotta book it out of here. Because somehow I think, like, this is something from a writing perspective that you have to keep in mind. I know you come up with these puns and jokes for the names of the characters, but the problem is you assign the joke to every character in the show, meaning every character has your humor. From a writing perspective isn't the best thing, because Sonya has made a Booker joke now. I know other characters have as well. And I know that for episode 12, yet another character will be making a pun-related joke.
Wait, stop.
Turn down your.
There's a lot of feedback coming from you.
Sorry for interrupting you, jazZ.
Yeah. No, I was done.
Can you please repeat it again?
I'm just saying, from a writing perspective, it's not always wise to assign your humor to all of your characters because they should have distinct personalities. And it seems that a common trope for all of them is they like to make pun-related name jokes.
Why are you laughing? Right!
Is right. You need to fix your mic. You need to fix your.
You need to turn your speakers down.
Yeah.
Don't turn my speakers down.
Like you don't have headphones.
Wait, I'll turn.
Autism is not an excuse.
He doesn't use headphones because he's afraid of getting hearing damage.
Are you? Okay.
It's not a joke.
That's
That's
what
what
you're
you're
giving us right now.
I am getting hearing damage from this feedback.
Okay, I've turned it down, guys. I've turned it down.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Oh.
But I'd like to call
Well-
attention to the fact that
I would
Maria
like
still
jazz
hasn't
to
answered the
continue what he
question.
was saying.
All the
I
characters
like what
are very
you're saying.
unique, jazz. Though
They're what?
they are unique. The characters.
I'm not saying they're not unique, but I'm saying that you kind of shine through all of them, which is a good thing because we all like that signature flick humor, but it makes it kind of obvious that they're constructs and they're not real organic characters. It's like a writing thing. Flick. I'm a writer, so I know about this.
Well,
We're
Delo's not made a pun yet.
Sonia is the most accurate portrayal of a Polish woman I've ever
Yes,
seen.
she is. Didn't she say the Polish version of the N-word in episode 11?
Oh, yeah, she did. Was it Murzyn or Czarno?
Czarno.
Czarno. Yeah. What does that mean? Like, what does it translate to? It's a
Oh,
real discussion about
I have a favorite
culture.
Sonia moment. I
Like-
like the part in the recent episode, I forget which one, but she said, "Why don't you go back to Africa?" And
Yeah, I don't get the. Why did you add the from Africa bit, Maria?
I must admit, I think I've had a beer or maybe even two after that, before that,
Before that, I
and after that, and
Had to
and
recover.
I think that I was just in a very good mood, and I was really having, I was taking Sonia places where I have never been.
telling people to go back to Africa makes you feel good.
It was a bit.
Blizz,
Yeah, what's up?
what was your favorite Commander Chef moment?
So many to pick from.
I don't know. He has a whole gallery of moments that I love. It's hard to say. One of my recent favorite moments, it wasn't actually for oneself, it was for the Forerunners podcast. I really like this line jazz wrote. Could I say it, Jazz?
Sure.
For semen's sake, or something like that. I don't know why. Jazz really got. I feel like this was something Flick would write, and I thought it was funny.
What
that
for on the podcast does he say that in?
It's a new episode, Flick.
Near the end.
It's not done yet. It's not anything
Yeah,
yet.
so I guess that's a sneak peek.
It's coming out after episode 12, when you get your shit together.
Well,
So
let's get to the very serious questions.
Yes.
Okay.
Have you got like questions from the viewers or something you're gonna read out?
can I
Do we have any super
ask
chats?
a question for me being the
Yes, you can ask a question, Maria.
Flick, what are your favorite moments of Aladar, Sonia, and Chef?
Great question.
Well,
very good.
my favorite moment for Chief was, no offense, Blizz, but I think my favorite moment was the moment he died.
Wow.
What?
Well, no, that the last 5 minutes.
I'm typing out a headline here. Flick hates gays confirmed. Oh,
No, the last 5 minutes of episode 8 are probably some of the greatest 5 minutes of machinima in general.
okay.
That's
Well, I will give you this, Flick. Your cinematography has been your strong point, but in this case, yes, that was actually really well executed.
I will say, not just because I play Commander Chief, but the scene actually emotionally resonated with me. Like I thought it was one.
Because you've been blasted out of a window in real life before.
I don't know about everyone else. I didn't know about it beforehand. I don't think Liquor talked. This is a spoiler, I guess. But when
Liquor
it turned
didn't
out
know.
that Dilo was part of the Vindicated or an agent, I was actually surprised. I didn't see it coming.
Fun fact, I actually didn't tell Liquor. Oh,
Wise, probably.
because
That was.
the reason I didn't tell Liquor is because I thought he might have leaked it. So
There was actually in that scene there was a line that was not a joke, and of course we've come to know Commander Chief as kind of the comic relief in a lot of scenes. But in this scene he has a line that's kind of cheesy, but it lands really well when he says, "My father never got to be the hero, but I plan to make it up for the both of us." That was actually really good, I thought.
Yeah, I really tried my best.
but the heartbreaking thing was he didn't.
It was
'cause-
the episode with the most Chief lines, I think. He played. I would say Chief is more of a supporting character. Main cast. I consider main cast to be Sonya, Booker, Aladar, and Theo. I always.
No, I think Chief is in that group too. If that's how you.
I would say so, yeah.
I always felt like he was like the guy they report back to the office to, like you know.
It's like
something
Captain
like that.
Gene and the other guys. Yeah.
He does on the field work when he must, but generally he holds back. So I always considered him a supporting character. And when he had a lot of lines that episode, I saw what happened to him at the end. I really felt like I had to put on my big boy pants. You know.
That's what we
Yeah.
say in one
And
song.
the heartbreaking thing was Blizz was that he didn't make it up because he died immediately.
Yeah.
And
Oh, Flick, what was up with Chief saying? What did he say? Kamehameha! And then this wall came up. Do you remember
Yes,
that?
he was using a power up.
yeah, that was the level 7 Molitor power.
Shit! He activated the grid thing, and that
Yes.
required apparently yelling at.
So
I
can
guess.
like Mortitors have like Dragon Ball Z style fights, like using
We
power?
already do.
Well, that
Multiverse.
was nobody knew about it because Chief was saving that to be like the ultimate surprise. But Luxon
Oh
was
yeah,
so
that was
powerful.
really surprising.
Luxon's so powerful that she destroyed the grid instantly.
Yeah.
So, oh, by the way, the reason I'm surprised nobody's ever asked this, but the reason Chief drops his gravity hammer is because, well, there's two reasons actually. One, he's really shocked that Delo's there,
Mhm.
but two, he doesn't want to kill Delo.
Oh.
Oh yeah, because he and his hubby kind of viewed him as a surrogate son in a way.
Yeah, so Chief
That's
actually would
beautiful.
rather die than kill Delo.
Oh wow.
Even though he was betraying him.
Yes. That's how
Wow.
much Commander Chief admired and respect Delo.
But
What's Commander Chief doing in real life now that he doesn't have an
And,
Xbox?
well, probably just watch ski porn all day. I don't know.
these are three-dimensional characters, ladies and gentlemen.
I mean, is he like at least attending to his HIV
Oh yeah,
husband?
well, we don't know because they've
Fucking
lost.
forgot he had HIV.
They-
Wait.
How did I forget that?
If Clive has HIV and he keeps ejaculating on Chief, then is Chief is Chef
I think
Chief at risk.
infected?
I think Chef's so gay he's immune.
Well, Chief takes medication so he doesn't get HIV.
Yeah.
I was
So-
murdered in semen.
His white blood cells are like, oh no you don't. When the virus comes into his body.
Oh my
Wait,
God.
guys, we need to pause the podcast.
Whoa! What's
You
happening?
can just edit it, like.
He will dismiss you and like try to prove to you that he knows more about the certain topic than you, and he's just so unpleasant. And
Is this why in the podcast you did with Derelict you were constantly like, I like it when you explain stuff, Tessie. I don't get it. you were playing up being like the stupid woman so much, and he was like, "I'm sorry, I'm not trying to mansplain," and you were like, "I like having a man to explain stuff." to me." And I was going, "Fucking bullshit."
Wait, Derelict has a podcast?
No.
um,
No, Derelict recorded
Derelict
something
cast.
with.
Yeah.
Oh, why can't I see it?
wait,
Um,
but didn't Derelict want to?
Yeah.
Wait, actually no, I can't mention.
Wait,
this.
You'll get to see it in time.
Back to the podcast.
Wait. Okay.
I should mention, Flick, that I have a bunch of tips and stuff and documents on how to make podcasts. As when you created the character of Beyond, I went out and researched the role, and created several podcasts myself because of the method actor thing. So I know how to do it.
Well, yeah.
Oh, wow.
There's a fun one-self fact.
Mhm.
Braun was actually entirely the creation of jazz.
Wow! So jazz really is a writer for once. So.
Can we? But does that mean can you stop calling him Braun? He's not a character in Game of Thrones.
Well, what Bijan?
Okay,
I see.
Flick,
Okay.
listen to me now, okay? Repeat after me. Bjorn.
Bjorn.
Oh, the pronunciation.
Bjorn.
Well, Braun's a lot easier to say than Bjorn.
That's not his name though.
Like
You can't just-
you're being quite racist.
That's like if I
German
started calling you fuck because it's easier to say than
Scandinavian
flick.
sounding names. 'Cause
Hey
you-
fuck.
Well, my favorite Brion scene is the scene where
Bjorn.
he's trash talking you, jazz.
Oh yeah, I remember. A lot of viewers might not know this, but my writing credit is purely cosmetic. I don't write anything for the actual oneself episodes. And as I got my script
heard
from
other-
Flick, there were Bjorn or Braun lines in there that basically he spends 3 different paragraphs trash talking me. So that's Flick's revenge.
I've
on
heard-
things, I'm sure.
And because Jazz didn't release a podcast for ages, so Brion was pissed that Jazz didn't release a podcast.
Yeah. Well, basically, it was just like, do you know who's a huge faggot? jazz. Haha, lol.
Oh man.
And I leaned back in my chair and I was like, well played, Flick. Well played.
jazz, I've heard rumors that that actually you are a ghostwriter for oneself.
Yeah.
It's just that you, due to the contract, you cannot speak of it freely.
Yeah.
You think I wouldn't have killed myself if I was the actual writer once?
Well,
I mean-
actually, there is
Apparently, you
there
get
is
right
something that Jazz has given me writing advice on.
Yeah. Well,
That's
writing
that's the only
advice
How
and
about
writing
this? Like-
is not the same.
that's the only
Here's a
clue I'm
question.
giving.
I have a question. Flick,
What?
which character is the most different than how you incepted it, aside from maybe Chief, I guess?
The most different, well, I would probably have to say Luxon.
Wow. Oh yeah.
Yes. Because Luxon was supposed to be... She was supposed to be 100% serious character, like, all the time.
I think it's good she's not. Oh.
Yeah, I think I
If you-
like how it worked out with her.
If it had stuck, if you'd stuck with like the overtly like sexual voice she had in the beginning, that would have been cringe from beginning to end. It's great that she's like has this really bad like it's like which Ari does really well actually.
Yeah.
So
The-
that was... that,
She's good at bitch caricatures basically.
Oh yeah.
so
That along with Skanky.
Luxon is probably one of them, the most changed.
All right. Well, how about this, Flick? Which character do you think is most like their voice actor?
Oh no.
Because I would say Chef.
Well, that's... Well, I
Booker.
think Dilo Liquor is a lot like Dilo.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah, I can see that. Also, when Booker asked if the Index could make him a girlfriend, I thought that was really well.
That was really that was very realistic. Yeah.
Yeah. Was that an ad lib or did you write that?
that was an ad lib.
So, Flick, is there an in-universe explanation for why Booker narrates everything he does? Of course, we know from the beginning of oneself,
Autism.
it used to be a thing. A lot of characters did. We kind of slowed down on it, but Booker
Maybe-
made it into his own thing.
Maybe you could turn it into another representation, this time of autism.
Yeah, maybe.
It's called
Um,
stage directionism.
No, there isn't an explanation. I don't have any.
No?
No.
I respect that, Flick, that you just can say, well, no. Fuck that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Because there are many fan theories, but
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Like autism.
yes.
it's really hard to.
Autism's the prevailing theory.
So Jazz,
Yeah.
if you had to pick Sega Saturn or Sega Dreamcast, which would you pick? Yeah.
Neither.
Okay.
No.
I'd rather have neither of them.
Well, I've got 6 Sega Saturns.
What? Why?
That's such a weird flex.
He has to.
That's such a
store
weird
them
flex.
for the coronavirus outbreak.
That's a lot of
because
Sega Saturn.
Yeah,
That's
because in
what's
the apocalypse, Sega Saturns will be the default currency. I'm
I
sure.
don't think I've ever seen. I've only seen like one Sega Saturn, let
No,
alone
no,
fucking
it's-
6.
It's like Flick wants to play them till the end of time, and he has to have a lot of them in case they break.
Okay, so Flick, I can understand maybe an individual 2 Sega Saturns. Then you get to 3 and somehow think that's not enough. Then you
Well-
4 and somehow you get to 5 and think I can do one more Sega Saturn. Why in the fuck would you do that?
I didn't. No, I found them in a shed.
You found them?
Yes.
What? Whoa! Were you doing some like urban exploration? What the fuck are you talking about?
No,
You, like-
they're in my house shed.
Oh,
Why?
why did you have 6 in your
Why
house?
was there 6 Sega Saturns there?
Because my dad used to be a reseller.
Oh yeah. You told me about this.
Maybe
He-
lead with that next time.
He bought game stuff at local places and then he sold them online for more.
What do
Holy
you?
shit.
I have a
But
question.
then he stopped doing that and he just left them in a shed.
Nice.
Some people
Are
like
you
are.
working?
Some people are asking why you're enabling.
Wait, are you live
someone-
streaming this?
No. He's just joking.
I'm saying this is like questions that pop up in people's minds during the day, and I've discussed it with some people in DMs.
Maria, what is your favorite Commander Chief moment?
Oh my god. I really.
When he died?
Well, don't hold back.
Oh my god.
Let it all out.
It's like now that I'm being put on the spot, it's really hard to come up with them because there are so many good moments. Like every single moment.
Oh, wait, Maria.
Chat on screen.
Maria,
Yes.
fun fact, audience watching this. Maria is the reason why Chiefs.
So yeah, that was something I also wanted
I'm
to
so
ask. Like,
proud of this.
I would say that like some characters like Commander Chief, maybe even Al and a few others, I would say that like some of these characters are more co-created than just purely created by you, in my opinion. Because I feel like a lot of the characteristics, some of it is something you've intended, but I feel like a lot of the characteristics that developed over the course of the show were mostly by the actors. What do you think about that?
Well, I would agree with some of the characters. Yes.
Flick.
Yes.
I'll just remind you that actually both Hans and Bjorn were literally me DMing you saying, respectively, I want to voice a German character and I want to voice a Norwegian character. Also, I came up with last names for them, and I'm guessing you didn't Google Translate them, but you just went ahead and approved it.
What were their last names?
Okay, because listen. I recently was reading about The Office, the show, and apparently the American Office.
Not the Polish one.
Apparently, it was they were letting the actors. They were asking questions. They were asking actors about what they think their character would do in certain situations, and then they would put it in.
Yeah.
And that's how the show is created, and that's kind of like how one's.
Yeah, I agree. I feel like people put their own spin on lines. Sometimes they do completely different takes, and I think that's great. I really like how people just develop these like minor characters into like these insanely charismatic and really funny characters. Like it's very funny to me how like these minor characters just spring up. Like there was this Jew character, Larry Silverstein. Like he's such a minor character, but I like seeing him go up
His
sometimes.
entire gimmick is just that he tells shitty jokes. Really, by the way, really emphasis on shitty. We're back to the incorporating your own humor into the character, Flick.
Well, Hans
like-
and
What do you
oh,
call it
actually,
when Booker
that's a good.
Gold
That's a
has
good.
an
That's
orgasm? Booker come.
So why were
That should not make you laugh that loud, Flick. That should not make you
Wait,
laugh.
there was a cut joke from the show.
I love the
Okay.
World War II.
It was what do you call oh no, I forgot it. Oh no. It
did
was
you forget the punchline?
no what?
What?
No, I know the punchline. I just I can't forgot to say it. But what do you
What do you call?
what do you call the area between Martine O'Donnell?
This
What do you call the
really
area
fucking funny,
between
Flick.
Martine O'Donnell?
No, what do you
Delaware.
call Martine Donald's the area between his asshole and his
Okay.
Oh, so it's
Excuse
something
me?
about Martaint. Oh, Donald.
Martins.
Yeah, great. That's great, Blake. Ho.
But that is a good segue because Hans and the Jew have a really
Yeah.
close relationship.
His name
Yeah,
is
they do.
Larry.
His name is Larry, the Jew.
Did you?
But that was my next question, Flake, because originally Hans wasn't supposed. He was supposed to be a one-off character, right?
Well, he actually, I'm gonna reveal something that's never been revealed before.
Oh my god.
Whoa.
Hans was originally going to die in episode 8.
Holy shit.
Whoa.
I am so glad he did not.
Same.
But
My-
I didn't have long enough to play with the character, and I really liked the character, so he lived.
I
Fun fact
rewatched
about fun fact about voicing Hans. I have a coin, and when I get to a line, I flip the coin twice, and if it lands on heads, then I do the at the beginning of the line, and if it lands on heads twice, I do the at the end of the line. Neither, I don't do it, and if it's on either end, I just do one.
Is that why? Is
Wow,
that why it's so random when you don't?
That's why it's inconsistent if he says or not.
I like that.
Listen, I have family from that lives in Switzerland, and some of it is Swiss, and they sound exactly like that. Like just spot on. They do the mms and all of the World War II jokes too.
Whoa.
And
All of that
they have
all this
Mein
was-
Kampf signed
Yeah,
as their family heirloom.
Yeah.
Hey, Mein Kampf wasn't such a bad book.
No, 8 out of 10.
I actually have seen a copy of Mein Kampf. Like
It
in
ends
real
kind of
life.
abruptly.
Oh yeah,
So yeah.
So,
and
Flick, have you read Mein Kampf?
no.
Why not?
Also,
Pretty interesting. I'm not saying
how
like,
did you?
I
What did you guys think about Larry Silverstein's death last episode?
I was a bit
Was
sad.
Yeah.
Honestly, there was a few character deaths that I was like, oh fuck, oh shit, oh man.
But also because he's kind of teaching Hans to be more tolerant of Jews, and as soon as Hans learns that they're not all bad, then he gets killed, and that's kind of sad in a way.
Yeah, it was actually this is the thing about oneself. Like sometimes it resonates. I don't know, but it's like moments like that where I'm like, oh my god, like this situation was funny up to this moment, and then it's like, oh no, I'm bummed.
Yeah.
I really like the music for like when Hans is over his body.
Yeah. I remember when we did motion capture for that, and I had to pose like that for 20 minutes at a time, and I got back, and my lower back was shut to shit, and I had to lay down for like 3 days. But we got the shot, which was important.
You know.
Very
Also,
important.
yeah, were you shocked at the character deaths in episode 11, Blizz?
Absolutely. Like I was particularly shocked by Derek dying because I know this Derek like the main character. Well, I guess
Don't
he has
forget to
more
try
time
out
now,
Raid
of course.
Shadow Legends.
But yeah.
Yeah, and also a 12-year-old Chinese boy
more
died.
sad because I was like,
I was
it
happy
was
about
more
that.
sad for me because when I saw these characters die, I felt like I was seeing the light at the end of the tunnel, like the end of the show, and it made me a little sad because I've had a lot of fun making the show and voicing it. And I know, I think, and I hope all of us have, everyone who's involved, and it made me a little sad thinking, oh, we're starting to wind down a bit. Like these characters are dying. We're gonna reach the resolution soon.
It's gonna be tough.
And we're probably, according to you anyway, Flick, we're probably not going to have these characters come back again, at least not anytime soon. And
Yeah, but-
for me, it actually resonated with me. 'Cause I was like, oh,
I can make an official
Despite all this,
announcement on the
really
YouTube channel. Episode 15 will be the finale episode of oneself.
I have a question, Flick.
Yes.
Would you ever consider doing some kind of a reboot or maybe a spin-off?
yeah,
No.
like Better Call Brock. I genuinely think that's a...
No.
No?
No, episode 15's the end. It's the
Before he was
last
Brock
time.
Thundercock, he was Kirk McGill.
It's
Yeah, we could totally see that. Like
he is so young. He has a career ahead of him.
the
you know,
duality of Brock and his Thundercock, you know? Just like
like it could be a drama.
But
Like,
with comedic elements.
Oh,
the
that
best
actually does
about
bring up a
Brock
good idea.
Thundercock is just that Kirk has the most genuine sounding voice when he's doing when Brock is not doing his announcer voice, when he's down to earth Brock, let's say. He has like one of the most genuine sounding tones of voices and delivery.
Wait, hold your fire. I want to be the one to ban Eldar.
Oh yeah,
I love it.
I
It's
love
interesting because as just like Hans, Brock was not. Were you planning to have him in many more episodes, Flick?
Oh yes,
Really?
yeah.
Because he appeared, and I think he wasn't in some in the script for some time.
I know he disappeared for episode 6, 7, 8, and 9, I think.
And why was that?
Well, because I couldn't find a space for him there, and also because I kind of thought it was cool, because it would be like, oh my god, where's this character? I wonder if he's going to reappear again.
Yeah, you really kept Kirk on his toes.
Look, I had a question about how you write scenes and how you progress through the story. So, like, in my opinion, I would think a scene should somehow like have a start and an end and like progress the story somehow. So my big question is, now I'm not saying that the scene is bad or that I dislike it. Quite the contrary, I quite enjoy it, and I was completely baffled and shocked that it was in the episode. But what was the meaning between Chu or Chow fucking a mongoose voiced by our friend Brandino? So how did that come about?
Come
on, you gotta know. You wrote it, right?
I did write it. Well, it just happened. I just got the idea. Oh, there could be a fuck scene in this, and I just wrote from there. Also, it was the introduction to Goose Goose. That was
so
the
you
purpose
wanted
of the
a sex scene, so you compromised because you couldn't get Celtic to animate something, so you just had fucking meow fuck.
That's one of the most controversial scenes in the entire series.
Is it really?
This episode has mixed
I think
reviews.
so.
Well, Brand, he wanted a new character, so I thought, oh, he could, and he had the goose from Untitled Goose Game as his profile picture. So I thought, there's a mongoose in the game, so that could be a goose.
Oh,
goose. I get that.
But
Clever.
you call him Goose Goose. That's like a bird.
I know. Well, he was originally called Schlong, but everybody.
It's called Schlong?
Yeah, but Goose doesn't. If you called him Goose, that doesn't sound good. Goose Goose does sound good though.
Yeah, Goose Goose is alright.
I love the way Maria says goose goose.
Also, no, wait. We do actually. Let's say there is some great Goose Goose scenes in episode 12.
Really? I'm looking forward to that.
I am too, with a bit of worry.
Is Shrek gonna come back ever again in the show?
I'm guessing it's because of Aladar.
My favorite Goose Goose scene was when they were in the... God, I don't know fucking aerial vehicles in Halo jazz. I'm sorry. I think they were in the Pelican, the smaller
Falcon
ship from Reach. They were in, and he wasn't even a mongoose. He was like just a clip art. Inserted over.
I think he was a ferret at that point.
Yes.
He was a fucking ferret in the fucking Falcon. And this is where
whatever
had a meltdown, like, because you introduce him as a sentient mongoose, and as soon as he enters the Falcon, he's an actual animal, and that makes zero sense.
So
On every
transform
dimension of existence.
Wait,
What the fuck were you thinking when making that scene?
I
maybe
didn't
Goose Goose
I didn't
is a
think
secret
of
level 7 Mortitor.
I didn't think of the obvious solution of just having a cow of a mongoose.
Why not?
I don't know.
Have you ever seen Knight Rider? Maybe we should have a spin-off of Chow and Goose Goose go on adventures.
I just typed in goose. Oh wait. Oh shit.
Maybe there's.
You're right. That isn't it's a ferret.
Oh god.
So, Flick, do
Ladies
you
and
often
gentlemen,
like
thanks for
proofread
tuning
your
into a
script?
Flick's
I
podcast.
don't.
The director himself realizes what the fuck he's done.
I don't know why.
Okay, no.
I just assumed
like-
that Goose Goose was a ferret for some reason. I don't know why I didn't put
Dude,
a goose
This
in there.
this is like if Christopher Nolan put a furry fox head on Christian Bale's head and he was like, wait, that's not a bat. Oh my god, how embarrassing. Flick, you need to get your shit together for the next episode.
I like to
swear.
think that certain parts of oneself are just kind of dream sequence because
Yeah,
Your dreams, maybe.
Yeah.
you know, he sleep his console on, and so he might have some very vivid dreams like that.
What would you do if the ending of oneself was someone waking up from a coma?
I would probably circumvent the travel ban, fly to Scotland, and murder you in real life.
You
Shove a
like
couple of
Booker waking
bagpipes
up
up your ass, inflate them
do
until
you,
you die.
do you know that, Blizz? Like every show has a fan theory where it's a coma.
Yeah, yeah, of course. It's like the. It's a fucking trope.
Actually, Chief died and he purgatory, and he's
His ass was
living-
expanded to critical mass.
I
and
wouldn't
he
have been
died.
gay if I knew I'd go to hell.
By the way, I have a question for Blizz actually.
Sure, go ahead.
Was John right when he watched oneself when his assessment of the parody you're doing? It was a character from
when he said it, I
Futurama,
would-
right?
Like Zap Brannigan, yeah?
Yeah.
I would say
Is that
at the
correct?
beginning, yeah.
Oh my god.
It's hard with Chief for me sometimes. because,
Sean Paul.
At the very beginning when I was playing Chief, it was military instructor.
Yeah, that's true. He was like, "Listen up, faggots."
Listen up, faggots! We got some messages from the higher ups at 343 or something like that. And when he became progressively gayer, the voice didn't fit, in my opinion.
No.
He became progressively
more gay.
But I would say in some of his original inflections, it was based on Zap Brannigan a bit. Especially, I think it's really clear when I go,
Xbox Live.
it sounds
Yeah.
like fucking Phil
Yeah.
Hartman a bit.
Well, I was combing through some old files on my computer, and I stumbled upon the very first Aladar line I did. So it sounds nothing like the character does today.
Yeah.
He's much more. He's 100% Captain Price. There's no other influences there.
I was
It's
watching
like the,
episode 1 recently, and it's interesting to see how the voice changed. Except for maybe Hilo.
the fate of
Because it's just breathing.
experienced colleague spoiled.
Oh,
He's whispering into the mic like it's an ASMR episode of the Forerunners podcast. Oh, nice.
wait.
God, is the ASMR podcast by jazz? Wow.
Chief, I told you not to leave the dildos in the bathroom when you do. Yeah, fucking.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Actually, I missed something. Flick, just to return to the earlier question, you never Googled what Bjorn and Hans's last names mean, right?
Oh, do their last names ever get say in the series?
No, but they're in the credits. No,
Yeah, I
Hans
saw-
says
I saw
his
that.
when he's introduced. Hans says his name actually.
Well, what do they mean?
Can you pronounce them?
Well, Hans is called Hans Wehrmacht,
Okay, well,
and Bjorn's last name is Langpick.
Are those neo-Nazis?
No, God, no. I think I talked to Maria about this before because you know what Wehrmacht is, right, Maria?
yes, I do.
Marisha, are you there?
Yes.
Okay, good. Flick, the Wehrmacht was the name for the German occupation force. So if you were in a country that was like occupied by German, you referred to the German soldiers as the Wehrmacht. All right?
Oh.
And Langpick is Norwegian for long dick.
That's beautiful.
So I went historic with one of the names, and I went really basic humor with the other.
So, fun fact, it's completely unrelated to it, but my father mixes
Farther.
German
It's pronounced
with
farther.
English. My father,
Thank you.
my father, he mixes the English word for thick in and
German.
yeah, and he always goes to dick when he speaks English.
Yes.
That really has a. I keep
It's a
saying.
slippery slope right there.
I keep saying farther in real life now.
Me too. I also can't pronounce the word moderator normally.
I can't sigh like a normal human.
No, I say sigh when I'm.
I literally say sigh.
What? Listen, I say anything gay, anything about being gay to Chris. He immediately goes to.
I do the cheap one.
Yeah.
Well,
Sometimes when I'm really in the car. This is cringe, but I don't give a shit. But sometimes we're listening to songs in the car, and like something I like comes on, and I'm like,
Oh my god, is this so and so by so and so?
It always makes me that. Sometimes he even sings this chef, and it's the most beautiful thing.
I was recently at a seminar with my work, and as an ending to the seminar, they had hired
considering what's going on.
they had hired someone to come and talk about mindfulness, which is really fucking gay. Now the problem about it was that the woman during this course was Norwegian, and she sounded like a fucking Bjorn clone, so I couldn't contain my laughter. I was in the first row, and she basically comes in and she's like, "So the end, the goal is to be happy, and I want you guys to be happy." And I was like,
Oh shit.
not only that, but also at one of my courses in university, there was a German exchange student. She was female as well, but also she sounded like a woman version of Hans. My name is Maxine. I am from Germany. She didn't do the
totally
She doesn't do the
imagine this.
I have a one-self fun fact about Commander Chief's name. So Commander Chief's full name is Commander William Washington Chef. Like that was revealed. That was revealed in the show, I think, in Dark Phoenix. I think.
It's never said.
No,
yeah, that's the Dilo
Wait,
says it in
doesn't
the
Dilo
Dark.
say it in Dark Phoenix?
Yes.
I swear.
Oh wait, yeah, I mean, he might. Yeah, sure.
I loved Licker's delivery of it. I don't know.
Of course,
Oh, yeah.
Commander.
That was such a badass name for an episode.
Yeah, but here's
This
the
is
fun
Dilo's
fact.
voice.
William Washington is actually my younger brother's middle name.
Oh, so you've just doxed him now.
Well, not really.
Dox
but
him?
a middle name's not a dox flick.
He has two middle names in William and Washington.
Oh, well,
My
originally...
middle
name,
chose it
my
because I
legal
thought
middle
it would be
name is
funny.
jazz flick. That's why my
Ridiculous,
Discord
like,
handle is jazz.
Wait, is it really?
Yeah,
Wow.
just dox myself.
Fun. Another fun fact.
It
This
means
is
long
rather
dick in
unusual.
Danish.
Sounds a lot like him too. So like he could probably do the.
He could
chief
probably do
voice.
the chief voice pretty well.
Oh my God.
Ivan.
So if you get coronavirus, I have a backup.
Wow,
Flick,
my
you know that coronavirus.
that's a lot to
Certain
put on
death.
my brother, dude.
You might. My sister could voice Sonia too.
Oh,
yeah.
Totally.
She's like, wait, it's sanctioned to say, what was it, Cherno something?
My.
Chernobyl?
Well,
Say it.
she would probably
Chernobyl.
not want to say
Chernobyl.
this. She,
Murzyn.
she would probably not say this, but she would probably be able to speak some German because she knows.
Some.
She can speak
Yeah, well,
German.
yeah, she
100%.
Oh, that's really
That is
awesome.
exactly what I look for in a woman.
God, it's so.
All I look for is a dick. So she can't really be a woman.
Oh, also, Clive is really...
Shout out to Vestel.
Oh yeah, Taurus's mom.
Actually, one of the most underused, underrated voice actresses, actors.
Not even a joke. She needs to get a bigger part,
Really good.
whether it's in oneself. At the
Alexander,
end,
don't
or
you
you're
dare
gonna
talk to me like that, you little piece of...
Well, she never asked for another role, and...
you know.
And I've got a new grill for the cast as well.
I
Oh,
can't
God.
believe that they censored the Christchurch
Isn't she like a
shooting in DMs
female
and she's
version
around.
of Crazy Greg?
Yes, but it's
Yes,
it's more
okay.
it's more acceptable because she's a girl.
That's such a double standard flick.
Come on,
How can you
man.
say that?
That's like not defendable.
I have a question for Flick.
Yes.
So, what would you say about the statement made by certain people that next gen is better than oneself?
Well, I like next gen, but I think they're just trolling if they're saying that.
I would say that these people are absolutely
Brain-
wrong about next
brain
gen.
damage?
It's so much more creative oneself. Like,
Yep.
Yes.
Well, you know, I would watch Next Gen if I wanted to watch RB and Chief without John, or I would just watch in LA because at least John writes some of the episodes there.
It's like
Oh!
Beam basically thought there was a market of people going, you know, I really like Arby and the Chief, but without the good writing.
Yeah, that's probably like.
Well,
18
actually, he has a lot of views, so I guess there is a market.
Flick, that doesn't matter. I mean,
They're not fucking into a show flick. They're just there to fuck.
I hope Beam doesn't
coronavirus
listen-
has a lot of infect. Doesn't mean it's a good thing.
I hope Beam doesn't listen to this podcast.
Let him
Okay, I
listen.
don't want to be
Beam,
mean to
Beam,
these guys
hey, let me
because
give a
I-
shout out to my
back-
mate man Beam. You're a cool guy. I've always liked you, but your show fucking sucks. Get off it. He knows I think this, by the way. This isn't new. And thanks for supplying the pictures from the convention. It was great meme material.
I love photoshopping.
I love the stuff Derelict did with that. I think Beam was like, that's funny, that's funny, that's funny. And then there was a school shooter one, and he was like, that's not funny.
Wait, that one. What happened? Like, what was he shot?
Oh, there was a lot. There was a lot. But the thing is, there was one where.
Well, I mean the school
leaning onto
shooter
a
one
table.
specifically. I remember when the.
Oh, I don't remember.
you can kind of like get it from the title. Like, you can hear, and you can kind of get the idea.
This is not really a one self fun fact, but rather RB and the Chief Discord fun fact, I guess.
Imagine.
But, Maria used to troll jazz by like photoshopping a bunch of images with a reflection of Yuffie somewhere.
That wasn't funny.
A hidden. It was hilarious. She would put like a hidden Yuffie in places.
No, this is the thing, though.
I would
This-
send a picture to jazz and be like, "Oh, look at this CD I found in my car. It's very nice." And then I actually spent like a few minutes to put Yuffie in the back, very tiny. And jazz was like, "Oh yeah, I love this CD."
Look closer.
and then I was like, "Yeah, I love the cover."
Closer.
What a mean trick.
No, but that wasn't the worst one. Maria at one point sent a selfie of Maria, and I think it was something like, "I think my makeup's on point today." And I was like, "Yeah, sure, you look great, Maria. Well, way to go." And then she was like, "Yeah, especially my glasses." And I was like, "What?" And I looked, and she very, very subtly photoshopped Yuffie in as if he was a reflection in her glasses. It was so subtle, but it was there if you really look closely. And I was like, fuck. And basically, that's why I'm running for office, so we can.
I got this idea. There was this like set of photos by Nathan Fielder. He took photos of himself where he holds different objects that can reflect
like-
a picture of a naked Santa with like
It was like
an
gay porn,
erection,
yeah.
like gay porn basically.
And it was like so subtly hidden, like take a selfie like holding a butter knife, like with some food, and then the smallest part of the reflection of the butter knife, you would see like this heinous shit.
God
But
damn
I
it.
don't know how he did that because I was not able to do the same thing with my glasses that were transparent, so I had to.
But to make all things fair, I have to say, Yuffie was a retarded blob of shit, but I have to admit that his voice acting in oneself was pretty good and had one of the funniest, which was, "Brock, there's a fucking woman in here, help." I love that if there's a woman, he actually
Please go ahead.
Hello?
Hello, jazz?
Yeah?
Oh, sorry.
Did I cut out? I'm sorry.
No worries.
I think
I was saying I like the line. I like Yuffie's line.
yeah, it's a good line. I think there's something poetic about the fact that it's alongside Brock's lines. So basically, they were together once again.
Yeah. If there's one thing Kirk doesn't like to be reminded of, it's the fact that he.
Maybe cut this flick.
Oh no, you cut out.
No, don't. It's he doesn't like to be reminded that don't cut this. Kirk, you know what you did. I like you, but you're retarded and you're gay.
Well, Yuffie was actually going to be in this series longer.
Well, he
but
killed himself. He's dead.
No, he did not kill himself. He just
did.
went to Discord.
Is there a one-self creepypasta flick?
Yes, Maria made
By
it.
the way, I
Is there
don't
one
think
self-hotline?
I don't think he killed himself because if he did, then there would be
You
investigation.
didn't hear about the creepypasta that Sonia...
Maria's gonna send me a picture where her glasses is reflecting.
Celtic is really, really talented. He's
And also he does other stuff. Allegedly.
It's really interesting because it's like I think that he has his heart in the right place, but
And he has a heart.
What, guys? Guys, come
Okay, so
What?
Blake, what's the name of the upcoming episode?
The
The red.
Well-
the red.
the name is a secret until it's getting.
All up
It's
in
on
there.
the IMDb page.
Oh,
Sorry.
Oh.
well,
by the way, yeah, I would like to talk about oneself is successful because it has an IMDb page, pretty good reviews. If you go to
Pretty
reviews,
good.
It's like
Wait,
7
there-
out of 10.
like there is one review.
wait,
that is
Maria,
1
did you give
out
it
of
7 out of
10,
10?
still praises the show.
Maria,
It's like 7.3 now.
No, Bliss said 7 out. That's what it has, Flake.
Oh.
Don't kill the
Maria,
messenger.
can you give it 10 out of 10, please?
I gave it a 10 out of 10.
Maria,
I
d-
genuinely
I
give that
cannot
10
off.
out.
Maria,
Hey,
can you make an account and give it 10 out of 10,
I'm
please?
part of the
That's kind of a tall
cast.
order, Flake.
That would
It's
be-
actually 7.3 out of 10 to be.
jazz, have you reviewed the show yet?
No, not yet.
Can you review the show and give it 10 out of 10, please?
Can you put me as I can see Maria has top billing, so as soon as I'm on the top of that list, yeah, I'll give it 10 out of 10.
Oh, come on. It doesn't... It's not anything personal. It alphabetizes it.
Sure.
Wait, how does it alphabetize if...
It's not
Maria-
alphabetized. Ariana is like
the
8 or something.
letter A.
Get out of town with that shit.
Jess, have you seen your IMDb page?
No.
I have you credited in the music department.
Oh god.
Is he credited?
Oh god. Yeah.
Well, you
Is
did
there
make
any,
a
like-
song.
I tracked all the episodes where jazz had a right.
Yeah.
Well, Jazz did not write anything in the show. He did give ideas, though.
That's true.
Like,
Well, apparently I'm gonna have a writing credit episode. I
Congratulations. Welcome to a very exclusive club.
Blizz,
So,
Blizz.
yeah, what's up?
I have. Have you ever?
Dance with the devil in the pale moonlight.
Have you ever thought about
Had it-
creating your own machinima?
Absolutely not. Don't get me wrong. Like, I respect people have the drive to do this and like make an entire machinima. Personally, it's not a way of cinema that I can really take as seriously as others. I know that's a really strong bias, and I don't want to dismiss all of them. But
Oh,
like
yeah.
specifically Halo machinima, like I like oneself because I feel like it fits being tongue in cheek how it is and in the setting.
In other words, he will consider doing Sims 4.
But wait, Blizz. You said you got emotional during some scenes of oneself.
Oh,
That's because he's in it,
I think
Flake.
that might be more because of my personal ties. I'm a bit biased with the production because I play a supporting character and I'm also a producer with big quotes on that.
No, but even the people who do watch the show think the chief death scene is really powerful.
I hope so
Who?
because I really tried on that. So
How about top review here?
Oh yeah, so let's see what people say about one cell phone. Okay, first one is by the guy of, and the title is 420 out of 69. 10 stars. Best machinima ever produced. God, seriously, literally, actual this, and I worship it every day. You wrote this, didn't you, Flick?
No, that wasn't me.
No, there's no spelling errors in that one.
I did submit a review, but I don't think it got accepted.
They were like, this isn't even in English. Okay.
Oh my god, I think they hit some of the reviews.
Well, the N word is frowned upon, I think.
Wait, see all 4 user. Okay, I got it. Somebody wrote this like fucking socio-political comment.
I think that was Ree.
Yeah, Ree did it.
That was so good. That
Very
is so. Oh God, he
eloquent.
is one of the smartest.
Guided by the wonderful mind. Then
Oh, that is something I would like to say, that at first people did thought Booker was kind of underwhelming compared to the other characters, but he has really come into his own these past
He
couple of
has.
episodes.
Has he?
Like I
jazZ!
said earlier, him reading stage directions the way he does has become like a thing, and I love it. I loved in Derelict's little one self the game video how he
Booker shows up through the advertisement of the One Self game.
And,
great.
and
Well, you didn't
Sonia's
read
a
any-
dumb Polish bitch.
The reviews.
We read one.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Should we read more? I think people can read them.
Everyone should read this, the reviews, and probably write one themselves.
So, Flick, who is your personal most favorite character out of the whole show? Is it Aladar?
My most favourite is character.
Yes.
Well, you know,
Better
it's
be
like
Eldar.
it's like asking someone to choose a favourite child was.
Well, I know.
Oh
who-
my god, you're doing that gay thing. Just answer the. Like.
Well, well,
Okay, I'm going to assume that your favorite character is Goose Goose.
no.
That's mine.
So
Well-
is Flick? Are you yourself a character on oneself?
Canonically,
Yes.
yeah.
Well, on IMDb, Flick credited as him. Episode,
Oh yeah, I am a
Harvey
character.
Fierstein.
Technically, I'm my favourite character because I like myself the most.
Oh yeah, Flick. So, do you exist in?
Yes,
Yeah, he's the cameraman.
I'm the cameraman.
So wait,
Aladar
I
breaks
changed the
the
credit
fourth
to cameraman on IMDb.
He tells someone to shut off the fucking music or something and Flick. Oh, sorry about that, Aladar.
So Flick, why did you decide not to play David Hopper? I mean, don't get me wrong, I love
Because
take, and I love how he did it.
Blizz,
Yeah,
did you watch the cut of me playing David Hopper?
Yeah,
I think it would have been amazing. But of
It
course,
was-
I love how
It was
man-
absolutely shite.
Well, the explanation that Meow Meow Choco is that David Hopper is so powerful that he can recast on the spot. And I like that. I think that's canon.
I was gonna. Well, actually, I was originally going to do an Emperor Palpatine impression.
do what must be done. Do it. Do it. Do it.
But
Okay,
It's
so
too
Flick,
dangerous to be kept
what's,
alive.
what's your Palpatine impression?
uh,
Wow, that was great.
no, I'm doing it. Right?
That's a horrible Palpatine.
No, that doesn't count. That's not it.
Do the sound he does when he does his 920-degree rotation and kills the Jedi. Great, that was actually good.
That was pretty good.
Do it.
I love it. What about can you do Aladar?
Use the power of the Force.
Use the power of the
Yeah, do Aladar. It's like
Hey, it's me, Aldor.
pretty good. Can you do Bjorn?
Hey, it's me, Aldor.
No, that you did Aladar. Okay, never mind. Jesus Christ.
No,
Can you do Chief?
Hey, it is me, Bron.
Okay, I like that one a bit.
How would you do Sonia? I want to hear your impression.
Yeah, me too.
Hey, it's me, Sonia.
Oh, that's pretty good with
Very, very high pitched, but.
Oh. I hope I'm not going to be replaced by yourself.
You might.
oneself.
Fuck.
Oh, yes, I love cocks.
Oh, yes, I will make...
I like that.
Actually, I was talking about my dick. Actually, I was...
I love the Commander Chief cameo in the most recent
Yeah.
outline. It was really a nice summary of his character.
Actually, I was talking about my...
Something about like his husband left his butt plug up there at night.
Hey, try to take me out.
Jesus, that was some South Park shit.
Yeah.
Flick wrote some weird shit with a butt plug, and I didn't know what he meant, and I just kind of like turned it into like, okay, so Chief left. I guess it was dropped in his ass. So I was like,
Yep,
okay, so
sure.
he'll do the voice of the butt plug.
There was a time where Commander Chief had lines that wasn't gay in some way.
Yeah, the
As-
first episode.
As the series progressed, it
Actually,
got gayer
I
and
think
gayer.
In the special edition of episode 1, you made him gay. In retrospect, you retconned his homosexuality into the episode.
That's when I knew that episode 11 was going to be a good episode, was when the narrator was doing the recap, and he said,
And will we ever have any episode with
gay sex? And you made like 2 grenades and a battle rifle look like a dick. That's when I was like, oh yeah, this is
The
gonna be
narrator
good.
was actually Mike from my server. Flick fucking puts out casting calls, and he actually got somebody on my server.
Yep. Well, people want to be in oneself.
Yeah, I was baffled because I didn't know Mike was in the show.
After all, the only
and I was like, fuck.
the only people who watch it are characters.
No, because well, jazz. People
Mhm.
watch the show and then they love the show so much they want to be in the show.
Sure.
Why are you saying sure like that?
Because that's how it is.
Rebecca loves the show and she's a woman,
Who
and
the fuck's Rebecca?
She's from my server, Jazz.
Alex loves my show and he likes my show now.
Yeah, my
Uh-huh.
brother loves your show too.
Okay. I thought Rebecca was the new female voice actor
No.
you got, but
Actually,
I thought she was a land whale.
Doing a voice in episode 13.
Yes.
I don't
Oh,
think I can...
Beam and
What?
one of his friends died at the
Yes.
Snodge part in episode 10.
See,
big
this is what really makes oneself magical. It's the way it brings people together with their different talents to try and make the show better.
The thing we're working on is going to... I want to make it clear that what we're working on is purely from mine. I can't say what it is exactly.
I guess. Well,
Blown
Something
away.
gay.
well, so what would you watch oneself if I got on Netflix?
Yeah,
Yeah, of course.
I fucking would. Do I get to still voice all the characters I voice in the machinima?
Yeah.
Great. Yeah, I'm in. Then I would actually get paid as well. That would be a nice change.
Hell yeah.
Oh yeah.
Well, Maria, you'll get paid like 75% of what I get. But that's
I
just-
ran out of
That's
column.
that's
We're
still
out of
like
stock.
that's still a lot.
I remember
Yes.
I wanted to the chief dab emoji, and I just wrote him like, hey, can you put chief on a green screen doing a dab? And he fucking did it, and I got the... It was great.
Solid dude.
And he is also helping the scene in episode 13, and can't say more, but I'm really excited about
Also one of the nicest people in any of the servers. I mean, as long as you're like, oh,
stand-up guy.
you're good.
I want to repeat this. Celtic is not a paedophile.
Allegedly. There has been
Bring it
zero
back up.
convictions as of yet, so we can't legally say it. But I'm just saying the testimony of 60 children are worth something to me. That's all I'm saying.
jazz.
What?
Come on.
Just because he cleared out an orange doesn't mean we need to keep pushing these allegations, you know?
Jazz.
Seriously, he was like, he told me that he went, what's it called, a water park, and he described it as, quote unquote, an all-you-can-rape buffet.
Jazz.
my god!
That's when I became a little suspicious of him, and I started looking into this.
Jazz. please, can we stop the rape, Celtic being a rapist talk?
Well, let's talk
Allegedly.
about a real conspiracy theory.
Allegedly.
Flickery.
Flickery.
Uh,
What about so we've never heard the finale of this Muslim girl that disappeared almost a year ago.
I am not talking about this on the fucking podcast.
Oh,
Please.
what? Because your lawyer told you not to?
No, because it's ridiculous. I'm not talking about the. Like, seriously,
I'm
there's
just
no
saying,
fucking
Phil,
Muslim
if
girl.
Were
there's
you
nothing to talk
considering-
about, show us a video of your basement.
Were you considering adapting the story as your new project after oneself is done?
How to make a murderer. 2.
So
And it's like all of the letters are.
Can we talk about oneself, guys?
okay,
I'm just saying, if you need stuff to go away, Celtic knows a good lawyer. Saul.
Jimmy McGill.
Yeah.
So, Flick, I think we've talked about it a few times, but you seem like after oneself, your next project seems like it might be a Bug's Life too, yeah?
Yes.
Can I
So-
be Hopper?
So like big problems
Wait, he
with Bug's
died.
Life 2 is the production because you need to figure out a good way to character models done and make it feasible to film, yeah?
Well,
So my question is, do you have a backup plan if you can't get Bug's Life 2 done just after oneself?
I would film Bugs Life 2 in Gmod.
Gmod, do they have all the models you need?
Okay, Power.
No. No, but
Are you gonna film it like Power Gaming U?
no, it's not going to be a PowerPoint presentation.
Okay,
Well,
I think that's even generous.
Well-
Describe it as.
I have no. Well, I could I could no.
Well, you can finish your thought, buddy. It's okay.
Well, I couldn't think of anything to say.
Actually, I think we should finish the podcast here. There's more than enough
Yeah,
comb through.
Okay.
Same.
I agree.
Bye.
We've been around a few very important ones.
Like we should
Discussed Celtic and
we should do our closing thing. Like
Outro.
you don't just say bye. You close it out. So like
Okay.
I don't want to sound like a dick, but you should probably thank us for being here and like close it off.
I am. Well,
without
thank-
pay, once again.
Yeah, for free. This is why they call you Flickstein.
Well, thank you, Maria, for being here.
Ouch.
Thank you, jazz, for being here, and thank you, Blizz, for being here.
My pleasure.
It was very nice.
Yeah, very nice talking to all.
So, audience, for oneself, I plan to get the episode out next Sunday.
Yeah, stay tuned for the Red Print coming out
Yeah.
next Sunday.
Wow, I
Getting
love you
serious.
so much.
Maria,
Remember
Yeah.
to say the N-word once a day, audience.
what was your favorite intro, Maria?
Oh my god. Flick,
And
we're
once a day
closing.
keeps the corona away.
Well, I legitimately want to know.
Alright, I'm going.
All right, take care, jazz. See you.
Bye.
Nice talking to you. Bye, Flick.